I am at the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, and I am running late, so let's go. In this vlog, I'm going to tell you some of my favorite things to do in Epcot. My favorite ride in Epcot is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. At time of filming, this ride was available via individual lightning lane and virtual queue. However, now the virtual queue is gone and it has a standby queue, as well as the individual lightning lane, which is what I have and am running about 20 minutes late for. I also am late for my lightning lane for Frozen, so we're gonna see the whole day just late. Now, you should be on time for your lightning lanes, but sometimes extenuating circumstances happen, and you can explain those to cast members. Sometimes they might let you go, sometimes they might not, depending on the day, but hopefully today I get to go. My extenuating circumstance today was transportation times. Make sure you allot for plenty of time for transportation. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is a Omni coaster where you are helping the Guardians save the galaxy. It turns. It doesn't spin per se, but the carts do turn, and it can make some people nauseated. So make sure that you are considering that before you get on. But it is a lot of fun. And like I said, if I don't get to go, then it is my own fault, but I'm gonna at least try. All right, I'm on.
What have we done?
Favorite ride in Epcot right there. It was so good. I got Disco Inferno. Test Track was my favorite single rider lane on Disney property. It is currently under refurbishment, but hopefully it comes back with that same awesome single rider lane because it always was so fast. If I'm wanting general merchandise in Epcot, Creations is my favorite shop. However, my all-time favorite shop is the one in the France Pavilion. And that's probably the one I've spent the most money at because I bought like an entire Disneyland Paris collection one time there. I went to Disneyland Paris a few years ago and I most wanted to get a Dooney from there, and they didn't have them when I went. Well, then they released one and I was going to order it from someone in Paris and they dropped it in Epcot, so I was able to get it here with a pass holder discount. But this is Creations, home of a lot of merchandise. All right, time for my favorite thing to love to hate. Bet you can guess what that is.
There was one of them that's like really weird. Oh, that's so bad. But I like the, I don't know if you like cucumber, but the cucumber spread. I think this one is good. Yeah, I think that one's good.
Beverly. The Joy Appalachia though is really good. All right, now the next part of my favorites you're not going to be able to see because it's daytime, and I'm not going to be here when it's dark out today, but I'll tell you about it. As a child, I remember being amazed by the light-up sidewalks that they had, and now the light-up sidewalks are back. They're different, but they're back. So I love this new area in World Celebration with the lights. And these sidewalks light up. And then there is the Walt the Dreamer statue. I love this statue because it's dedicated to all who dream of a better tomorrow. And it makes me think of Walt on the bench thinking about Disney World and coming up with the idea for it. So, hi Walt. Okay, while we're talking about things that I can't show right now that I absolutely love, it's the light show on Spaceship Earth. I mean, Luminous Symphony of Us is great, but that light show on Spaceship Earth, that is so beautiful. I'm going to insert some footage of it that was previously filmed another time. It just reminds me so much of the Eiffel Tower in Paris when it was lit up. Luminous is a great show though, with great music. What is your favorite festival at Epcot? Let me know in the comments. I have to include a festival in my favorites video. So for Epcot, it's kind of a tie between the Festival of Holidays and the Festival of Arts. I absolutely love the candlelight processional and all that it means. That is what makes the Festival of Holidays one of my favorite. And then the Festival of Arts, just because I love art. Third for me would be Flower and Garden, because it's such a beautiful time of year to be around Epcot. Food and wine is my least favorite. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like the Food and Wine Festival, but I'm not a very adventurous eater. There isn't a lot that I actually get at that festival, so I tend to like the other festivals that have a little bit more things to do. I'm a picky foodie. I can't have a favorite Epcot video without Figment. Now, I am too late to meet Figment. His meetings stop, I think, at 4:30 or 3:30. I looked it up earlier. So, too early for the lights and too late for Figment. But here's some footage of when I did meet Figment.
Hello.
Do you consider Figment the mascot of Epcot? I know I do. Comment below and let me know if you agree. Another one of my favorite spots in Epcot is the seas with Nemo and Friends. My favorite animals are the dolphins, but they've been rehomed. I'm thinking Disney is doing it for the well-being of the dolphins, so I'm trying not to be sad about it, but I do miss them. I also love the manatees. There is a new manatee, so you still have little Joe, but Louie is gone, and now you have Inigo. Alright, let's head back on the journey of favorites. I actually love Turtle Talk with Crush. It is such a cute show. I'm not going to watch Turtle Talk right now, but it is such a cute show, very interactive, great for children, great for adults. I absolutely love the World Showcase. I really like walking around, I like exploring it. I love both of the rides that are in the World Showcase. Well, all three rides. I didn't think about the three Caballerios. Frozen took the place of Maelstrom, and I really loved Maelstrom as a kid because of the backwards drop. So that is why it's on my favorites list over Remy, but Remy is really cute too. And if you're trying to do both, Remy tends to go faster. Like I said, I am running really late for my Frozen Ever After Lightning Lane, like 3 hours late, and I don't want to push the system. I have heard that you can scan later for Lightning Lane Multipass, but I don't have a great reason for being late, and I've ridden it so many times that I don't want to do that. If you're going with your family, I do recommend trying. Here is some previous footage of Frozen Ever After so you can see what it is like. This is what I really love, just the ambiance. Just being here, walking around the World Showcase, and looking at how beautiful it is. I am about to say something very shocking. Epcot is not my favorite park for food. I know it's everyone else's favorite, but my favorite food is in my favorite pavilion, the France Pavilion. Chef's de France is my favorite restaurant in Epcot. They have amazing steak with a great peppercorn sauce. I don't have any footage of it and I don't have a reservation there tonight, but it is really good. Now granted, I haven't tried 𝐬𝐸𝐿, and there's quite a few restaurants I haven't tried in Epcot, but of the ones I have tried, this one is my favorite. Like I said, the stores in the French Pavilion are my favorite, so let's take a look at some of them. This is the one that I bought all the Disneyland Paris merchandise at. Money. 𝐬𝐸𝐿 has some amazing pastry. So good. There's also some cute merchandise in here. They have a Disneyland Paris lounge flag. The Paris Stitch ears. I did not know those were here. Disneyland Paris hoodie. I may have to go back for some of that stuff. Here is the little store that is hooked to 𝐬𝐸𝐿. It smells so good in here. I really like that bell shirt. Alright, I really wanted 𝐬𝐸𝐿, but I also really want 𝐅𝐸𝐿𝐥𝐿, and ice cream's winning. This place usually has a huge line. So excited. Pumpkin macaroon ice cream sandwich. This is good. I wish they had a vanilla one, which is vanilla gelato in it. That would be my favorite, but this is good. So the last thing on my list is also not happening tonight. Had bad luck today, but it is the Command performance, and it is a band that plays in the UK. They are really good. So I'm going to try to see them tomorrow if they are playing, and if they are, I will put the clip in here. I didn't get to see them. Here is a little bit of a bad clip I recorded of them that you can't hardly see. See, aren't they amazing? They're a really great band. All right, that's the end of my favorite things at Epcot. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you found some new favorite things in it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you for all of your support, and have a magical day. Bye.